Joe?
Yeah?
I think I'm going to destroy the world.
But what about truth?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to find my son in the woods.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Not Qualified. Today we are not qualified.
Thanks.
Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Today we're not qualified to wish for a better movie.
Oh, hey, nice tie-in.
Yeah.
We should have done this episode months ago because I've blocked this movie out.
It sucked.
All right.
Today we're talking about Wonder Woman 1984.
So last week we talked about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Last week, right. That's why I'm wearing a different hat. It was a week ago.
I'm not wearing a jacket.
So, what was I saying? Oh, we talked about that movie and how it made us appreciate the previous Zack Snyder DCU movies. And we watched. I don't even want. Wonder Woman 1984 sucked.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Big time.
First one was good. I liked the first one. Mm-hmm. Second one, bad.
Big dumb.
Big dump.
Big bad dumb.
Big boo bad. I'm talking on a level this movie will understand. It was really just not a fun. It was fun to make fun of. I mean, it was like an entertaining movie. Mm-hmm. I had heard from people when we went to see this that it was extremely cheesy, and I had also heard somebody had said it was the worst movie they'd ever seen. So I had low expectations.
Yeah.
And we got in there, and for the first third, it was pretty cool. It was fine.
I'd say for the first half, I was like, oh,
first half even.
bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Solid. Okay. So
and then they went to Egypt. Yeah.
It's always those Egyptians.
Man, they just build things and
enslave people.
So, okay, if you haven't seen any of these DC movies, then don't watch this. This doesn't matter. So I'll start with that. But the DC movies, the problem is that there was a difference in what Zack Snyder was trying to do and what Warner Brothers wanted.
Yeah. What
Zack Snyder was trying to do, he had a 5-movie plan: Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, and then 2 more, right? And his plan was to make those that's it, a 5-movie series, epic, Lord of the Rings style epic kind of thing, self-contained. What Warner Brothers wanted was another MCU. They wanted their own MCU. They wanted a moneymaker. And so they used his ideas as a springboard to say, hey, let's start our own cinematic universe. Yeah. That's what they tried to do. And they made the Zack Snyder movies, they did 2 Wonder Woman movies, and they did Aquaman.
And Shazam.
Shazam's great. We can talk about that another time. Shazam. And of those, some were good, some weren't good. This is one that wasn't good. Yeah. It was, honestly, it was just dumb. Spoiler alert, you have a villain in this movie who's supposed to be like Trump. He's like a sleazy businessman. And he makes he finds a magic rock that grants wishes. And so he wishes to become the rock. Yeah. So he turns to stone, right?
Yeah.
No. He just gets the rock's powers.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But so then he can grant wishes to anyone and take something in return.
Yeah. Which the Rock does.
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. He just...
Which he'll be in the DCU, hopefully. Soon.
That's true.
In the soon.
Who's he going to play?
Black Adam. ATOM.
Ah.
I don't think his name is Adam.
I was like, Black Adam.
It's not black, so
I was like...
that'd be an interesting choice.
Where was I going with this? You say something about this stupid movie.
Yeah, it's not good. I like Pedro Pascal.
Well, yeah, he's good.
I like him as an actor.
Yeah.
And I like Gal Gadot quite a lot. And here's the thing.
I don't know if she's a good actor.
I don't know anymore, man. This movie sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest things I thought about this movie was that she wishes to have her dead boyfriend back from whatever 1910 or 20 or whatever the First World War.
She fell in love with a guy for 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
And has been thinking about him for 80 years. And now she works at the Louvre.
Yes. Get over it.
Oh, and Kristen Wiig is there to be the SNL comic relief.
Yeah, she also turned into a cat, which
she's
I have problems with.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. She wants to be an apex predator.
People made jokes about where she just turned into a whale, like an orca.
Turns into Gibraltar.
Rhinoceros. Okay, so, yours was an Apex Legends joke.
Yeah.
That was funny. Okay, so this guy has all these powers, and he uses them to basically become an overlord in the 80s. He meets fake Ronald Reagan, and he's like, what if you could wish for one thing? What would it be? And then fake Ronald Reagan is like, more nukes to kill the Russians. Like, just the most caricature. And he grants it. And so now there's like a nuclear war on his hands, and he puts himself on national TV, and everyone in the world is asking for things. So it's a ridiculous plot.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. And then Wonder Woman defeats him.
Yeah.
With a speech.
With a speech about truth.
About truth. And she convinces all 7 billion people on Earth to renounce their wishes that they just made.
Yeah.
To save the Earth. And every single person does. All of them.
Every one of them.
Even the ones that asked for their kids to be cured of cancer. The ones that wished for world peace.
Yeah.
The ones that wished for... There's so many... Just makes no sense. But they all do. And then you'd think, right, because the nukes were launched and it was like this crazy catastrophic event. I thought, they all renounced their wish, so it's going to undo that and no one remembers it. But it all actually happened.
It all actually...
And they just move on.
Everybody remembers.
And for some reason, no one talks about it in Man of Steel. Like, hey, remember 25 years ago whenever that guy got on TV and caused the world to almost explode? Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, they just don't bring it up again.
Nope.
She wishes for her boyfriend to come back, and he does by taking.
Oh yeah.
He goes inside his spirit comes back and inhabits another person's body. He doesn't look like Chris Pine. She sees Chris Pine because she's that in love with him. He's just a dude.
He's a dude,
who
and
had
then
a life.
They sleep together. So she essentially rapes a man. The guy has kids. We find out at the end.
Yeah.
So where were his kids this whole time?
She just robbed another man of his life for what was potentially the rest of his life if she decided to keep the wish. It's a heavy implication. It's because of the implication.
It's because of the implication. So what I don't understand is why did he have to even come back in another guy's body? You would think because of that, maybe there's some sort of rule where the rock cannot create matter.
Yeah.
But that's not a rule because it does that a lot.
It does that, yeah.
So it's just the Rock chose to put his spirit into an innocent man's body, and then they had a montage of him dressing up in funny 80s clothes, and they kept being like, "Hey, isn't it the 80s, right? Look at this mall." They kept doing that the whole movie.
Yeah.
Hey, look, this guy looks like Ronald Reagan, doesn't he? Yeah, hey, remember leg warmers?
Yeah, look at those hairstyles.
Whoa, crazy. You guys like Stranger Things, right? That's what this movie felt like. It felt like somebody at Warner Brothers was like, people like Stranger Things, right? Let's just do that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, except the plot made no sense. Yeah. The acting was not great. And most of the special effects were pretty bad, too, actually.
Yeah.
I will say I did like when she swung on lightning. That was pretty cool.
I thought it looked cool. I thought it was neat.
It looked cool. It's neat,
just like that.
But it came out of nowhere.
But
also, she learns how to fly. She learns how to fly. Oh, and at some point halfway through the movie, she just brings up the fact casually that she can make things invisible. She's just had this power, and she's only used it once, kind of. And so she just does it. She makes an entire jet invisible, which led to another scene that visually was awesome. The scene where they're in the jet flying through the fireworks on 4th of July. I think visually, that's cool. I loved looking at that scene. But the entire plot and circumstances around it were just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the fact that they keep a gassed up jet where was it? At the Louvre? Is that where it was? Or was it?
Yeah, it was at some museum. She's not working at the Louvre yet. Like her character's not. I forget where.
She's working at the Louvre in Snyder Cut, right?
Yeah.
In Justice League.
But I'm like, she has to change jobs probably every couple of decades.
She doesn't
she's
age.
not the only one. She's the only one that's not aging. And everybody's like, hey, kind of suspicious.
Tell me about Kristen Wiig's character. Kristen.
She's like a dorky, quirky...
Do you also have that problem where anyone who's named Kristen or Kirsten, you don't know what their name is?
I went to high school with a girl named one of the two. Yeah, she's like a quirky... I'm not like other girls. I like reading, and I'm not attractive until she takes her glasses off and puts on some nice cheetah print.
Just like Superman. He doesn't do that part.
Yeah.
It's Henry Cavill.
And then she wishes that she could be attractive or something like that, or people would see her different.
Yeah, she wants to have the confidence or
she wants to be like Wonder Woman.
That was her wish. I want to be like her.
Yeah. And
so apparently
she's like attractive and a strong-willed woman.
And then at the end, for some reason, the dude grants her another wish. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
But he does. He's like, what else do you want? Oh, because he takes a wish from someone else and he gives it to her. That he used it. I don't know why, because I guess she's been helping him. And he was like, I need to reward you with a second wish. And that's when she wishes to be an apex predator. So she grows fur. And then we have a scene that's in the dark, and it's bad CGI fight scene at nighttime where nothing matters. And the Wonder Woman has armor for some reason. Yeah. And then they fight the cat lady, and then she electrocutes her.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about this movie, man.
I don't know either. It just wasn't good. And like the first half, I was like, oh, this movie's not so bad.
Yeah, like why do people hate this so much?
I can give the first half of the movie a better score than the second half, but because the second half really sucks, it's not going to be a good score. I'm trying to think of other stuff to talk about in this movie. Like they have good actors in this movie.
They got a great cast.
Great cast, stacked, yoked cast, but
buff cast.
Buff, absolutely shredded.
Absolutely shredded, built. This cast got gains, bro.
I like Pedro Pascal a lot. I said that earlier. I like The Mandalorian. I watched Prospect, the sci-fi movie.
I like how the Pedro Pascal role you brought up first was Mandalorian, where he doesn't have to act.
You're right. I think it's a neat show.
He's on. So yeah, it's great.
What other movie was he in that I was thinking of? Narcos. He's great in that show. I only watched the first half of the first season.
Isn't that the show where people actually died in Mexico filming it?
Yeah,
because they insisted on filming it in actual Mexico with the cartels.
Scout was murdered and found in a car. Yeah, that's the show. Which they went ahead and filmed anyway.
Imagine having that guy's job. Like the producers are telling you, like, "Hey, go." And he's like, "What do they want me to do?"
A location scout.
Yeah.
And
then he has to do it.
Yeah. Hey, our last guy died.
Literally dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad movie.
Yeah. There's also Pedro Pascal's son is
Chinese,
a different race than him.
Asian.
Yeah, he's an Asian child. Pedro Pascal is not Asian, so I guess the mother must have been. Except that, or is the kid adopted?
I don't know.
He the himself, kid looked full
as an actor, is like he's from South America. He's I forget what ethnicity. It's not Asia.
No, those are different continents.
Just
actually,
about as far away as you can get from Asia.
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah,
it's in the southern hemisphere of the other side of the world.
Different quadrants, one might say. I feel like we're trying to pad the runtime because I don't know what else to say about this bad movie.
I really don't
I'm trying to think of specific scenes, and it all just blurs together. I remember people wishing for things a lot, and then just chaos.
Didn't she blow somebody up or something like that?
She lassoed a missile.
Oh, okay. Did she kill anybody on that?
I don't know. She did. I remember her committing a war crime, but I don't remember what it was.
I remember in this movie, the second half happened, and I was like, I don't care about this movie, and I was not worried about going to the bathroom anymore. I sat in the bathroom for longer than I had to.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to go back.
I don't really feel like
Yeah, and then she defeats him with this inspirational speech that is absolute gibberish at the end. It makes no sense. She says things like, truth matters, and your truth is...
This is all lies.
This is... And your truth, and you must... it doesn't make sense. It's gibberish. It's like the kid... Do you ever have a dream where you have? That's what that speech feels like to me.
How can she hear him, or how can he hear her? There's screaming. There's murders going on. There's a tornado in the building, and she's like, "Hey."
Yeah, she talks like this loud.
You ever think about truth?
Have you ever considered truth?
One of my favorite parts. It made me laugh out loud when I saw it. I thought it was hilarious. All these people, it's on the TVs, right? He's like, "Hey, give me your wishes," and people are doing it, and then they'll just say something like, "I wish for this," and then there's a butcher shop where he's like, "I wish you would drop dead," and she's like, "I wish they'd round up all you Irish freaks," and then she dies, and then
the police are beating Irish people in the streets.
It's so funny.
It's the most ridiculous movie.
I don't think it's meant to be funny. But
no, it's hilarious.
Very funny. Yeah, that was the only redeeming thing about this movie.
It was funny.
It made me laugh.
All right, Joe, give it a score.
I'm gonna say 72.
I was gonna say 73.
Whoa, crazy.
Hey, if you're watching on video, look at this. It's a phone case, iPhone 12, not qualified.
Ooh,
you should buy it.
Go get it.
Shiny. Ooh, you want it? Ooh. So good. Buy these, and then also give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you haven't done that already. Mm-hmm. That would help us a lot. And then tell your friends about us. Yeah, because we're lonely.
I agree.
That's it. See you next time, and don't forget to follow your truth.